Welcome back, everybody. I am Ian, and today we're going to be doing something that's long overdue. So this is my main PC right here. It's a Ryzen 7 2700X, 32 gigs of RAM, a 5700 XT, and it's in an open air case, and I love this thing, and it's great. The problem is the storage. So I have a 500 gig NVMe boot drive, which is great. And I have a secondary drive. I have a 3 terabyte spinning hard drive for storage. And if you know anything about computers, spinning hard drives are, by comparison, very slow. So I'm going to be upgrading that hard drive today to this Crucial SSD. This is not a special SSD. I'm not looking for crazy worlds of difference, but this is a 2.5 inch 2 terabyte SSD, and it was on sale, and that's really the only reason I got it. So I'm gotta find something to open this with. Here we go. Boom. This is so I'm going from a 3 terabyte hard drive to a 2 terabyte SSD, and that's fine. I'm losing a little bit of storage, but realistically I have so many games installed on this computer that I never play that it's not a big deal. So this is the drive. It looks just like your standard 2.5 inch SSD. This is the BX500. These are not the greatest SSDs out there. Actually, I think they got hit pretty hard review wise because of lower than average write endurance, and that's okay, again, also because this is going to be a game drive, and I'm not going to be writing to it in huge volumes often. So it's, you know, the game's going to get downloaded and then it's going to be read, and there's going to be updates. It's not going to be a huge workhorse unlike a boot drive. So that's that. I have something on here, it's called Crystal Disk Info. This is a program you can download for free, and what it does is it's going to check and play noises, apparently. It's going to check the health of your drive, the amount of reads, the amount of writes, power on times, things like that. And right now I'm looking at this one. It's a Western Digital. It's a good drive. Let's see, we've got, apparently it's only a 5400 RPM. It's as hard drives go, that's kind of low end. We've got 2300 power on counts with almost 5700 hours powered on. So realistically, a spinning hard drive, I want to say run around the average of about 50 to 60 megs a second, which a couple years ago was fine. Nowadays, these things are getting used a lot more, even as a game drive. 50 megs a second is not a lot to be pulling in these massive textures and environments that you're playing in a lot of these open world games. The rated speed on this is about 500. So 10 times the speed performance increased moving to that guy. And I thought there was a benchmarking thing in Crystal Disk Info. I can't seem to find it. So there's other benchmarking tools for drives that you can use, but right now, you know what? We're just going to move on. We're going to install this sucker. All right, so we've got the SSD installed, and this is a part where I think a lot of people are going to get confused, lost, whatever. It's installed, and nothing's showing up in File Explorer. You click My Computer, it lists your disks. It's not there. What do? Did you get a bad drive? Well, we can see here in Crystal Disk Info that it does actually show up. So it does show up in Crystal Disk Info, but not in File Explorer. So what do? So you're gonna run disk partition. It's gonna come up disk management. There's one disk that is not initialized. And what you're gonna do with that is you're going to initialize the disk. You're going to create a new volume. You hit next, full size. You can give it a letter. I'm gonna go with B because, and then we're gonna call it game drive. So it's gonna format, it's gonna do that, and once it finishes, it should show up in your file, in your Explorer here. Bam, there it is. Now that we've got that drive set up, we want to move our library. We're gonna start with Steam because that is what a lot of people use. Steam makes it very easy. The first thing you're gonna do is open Steam, go to your settings, downloads, Steam library files. You're going to add a file on the new drive. Once you have that, you're going to select your games from the old drive, click move, select the new one, and move. This is going to take a while. This is several hundred gigs, but as you can see, we've got some serious activity on the hard drive, and even some good activity on the SSD. So those are moving. That's going to take quite a while, and we'll be back. All right, so that's it. We've got the new drive installed, configured. We've got the whole Steam library moved over. It did take some time. I moved about, between Steam and Battle.net, I moved about 800 gigs worth of games. So those are now on the SSD. I'm going to be playing some World of Warcraft tonight, probably some COD with some buddies. And I've already played some No Man's Sky on there, and I could already see the loading times were half, if not faster. So there's definitely something to be said about putting games on an SSD. It is faster. We're going to see about COD because COD seems to be the one that likes giving me issues, but you know, that's for later. Anyway, that's all I got. So why don't you get subscribed, hit that like button, and I'll catch you all in the next one. I got some games to play.